far as I know, there's no horseradish in the Bible. But I don't know that much. Jeff Foxworthy, everybody. Jeff Foxworthy. There's no horseradish in the Bible, is there?
I don't think there is.
No, I mean, are there any recipes at all in the Bible?
There's like manna, you know.
Yeah, manna.
Yeah.
But manna was from heaven. It wasn't like here's how you make manna.
I don't think God was giving out the recipe.
No, I don't.
Making it every day.
Yeah, I don't think I bet you there's everything in there. There's bound to be. Do you know the Bible? Do you know it well?
Pretty good. You know, the thing on the show, though, because I've got this accent and my Southern education, so I butcher every name in the Old Testament. The cards that I hold, it's just phonetic pronunciations of the Old Testament names. And I have a little thing in my ear where they'll say things like, Jeff, ask the question, but go to commercial before you reveal the answer. Half the time, they're just dying laughing, going, no, that's not even close, not even close.
It's not Nebuchadnezzar, it's Nebuchadnezzar. They're hard, some of these things.
Oh,
though.
yeah, like
But also, if you're doing the American Bible Challenge, there's a lot of different people, who get very different ideas about how the Bible should be, read. So don't they get mad at you if you, because they might think a right answer is a wrong answer, and you know what I'm saying here?
I have no idea what
you do.
No, I don't. Oh, yeah, well, and that's one of the things to consider is you've got all these different translations of the Bible. So when we ask a question, you may have like 8 possible answers, and they'll say it could be this, 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 or this. So
this is too hard a game show for me. Yeah. Do you think you do well at it? I mean, it's what was this? Smarter than a fifth grader?
Smarter than a fifth grader.
Yeah. I like that one.
I do too. As long as they gave me the answer, because everybody thought they could do it. And
it's hard.
It's hard. Yeah.
I know. Because they asked me if I would do the celebrity.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. Man. No.
The kids kept wanting me to play the celebrity thing. I said, it's just better if everybody thinks Jeff is an idiot than to actually prove them right.
Yeah. Well, how many kids you got?
I got 2.
Yeah. What age are they now?
2 daughters, 20 and 22.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
That's a tough time of life for you, man.
Yeah, I know. Well,
you're kind of the other side of it now.
No, because we're empty nesters this year. I haven't worn pants since September. It's awesome, man. It's the first time was the show tonight. So. Yeah.
You got nice legs? You do squats? Where do you live now?
Atlanta. I grew up in Atlanta. I was out here for about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
Back a long time.
Yeah. You ever go to Nashville?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I like Nashville.
Yeah.
You walk around drinking
moonshine. Walking down the street, turning my guitar.
Playing your guitar. Yeah. Do you play music?
No, I don't. But I love music. I think every comedian is a comedian because we all secretly want to be a musician.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
I've never met a comic that didn't want to be a musician.
Yeah, I know, and I've never met a musician that didn't want to be an actor.
Really?
Yeah. And then when they try, you ever see Mick Jagger at the acting?
It's not so good.
Oh, bad. I'm just going to perform.
And just how many parts can you do like that, right?
That's right. No, Jurassic Park 4.
And here's the worst thing about the T-Rex, he can't even reach his nipples.
Oh, that's right.
No,
that's why the T-Rex was...
That's why he's in a bad mood. He can't even reach him.
There you go. So what about the blue-collar guys? You been doing any of that stuff recently?
Well, I did a thing with Bill and Larry last year. Ron by himself is a little bit...
Ron's crazy. I mean, he's crazy.
But he's so funny. Like, half the stuff he did on the blue-collar tour, we'd be sitting around having dinner, and he's like, did I ever tell y'all about the time I got kicked out of a bar? And he would tell these stories, and we would just be beating the table going, you have to tell this on stage.
Yeah, and he does.
Yeah.
He's the only comedian I've ever met who is exactly the same.
Yes.
Like, he's like, that's who he is, and he goes up there, and he keeps drinking, and he keeps talking.
Yeah. Well, we would do the blue-collar tour. If we had 2 shows, the first show I would make him mix Sprite and Coke together to look like Scotch, because if it was Scotch by the second show, with that French Texas accent, nobody could understand a word he said. So, no matter how funny it is, if they don't understand,
that's one of the essential rules of comedy. They got to know what you're saying. Yeah, unless it's silent comedy. You ever thought about that? You do great in France.
Jerry Lewis did.
Jerry Lewis did. Yeah, but did he do silent comedy too? Or just lady means something different in France.
I always heard that he was like huge in France.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was collected comedy things, and so my wife and I were going to France. He said, "Please just get me like a Jerry Lewis poster or a book." We went all over France, and nobody had ever heard of Jerry Lewis.
I think it's a little bit like the Hasselhoff in Germany effect. You know, that people think, you know, David Hasselhoff is huge in Germany. You go to Germany, like, I think this is no. This is a guy who talks to the car. No. What do you watch on TV? You watch Downton Abbey?
My wife watches Downton, so I'm kind of, you know, by proxy.
Yeah, you have.
Because I still want her to be my girlfriend sometimes, so I watch, you know, I watch it too. So.
Otherwise, you start learning stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Do you ever watch, you know what my wife makes me watch and now I've become addicted to is the House Hunters International. You ever watch that?
No.
Oh, man, you got to see that.
No, what is that?
Well, it's a show that if you watch it with your wife, it gets you laid. And, yeah, House Hunters International.
Because we would do that. We would watch that.
Of course,
if that's the end
you
result.
You watch House Hunters International?
Yes,
I do. Yes, I do. No, it's great. It's about these people that look for houses, but it's always like Canadians looking for houses in inappropriate areas. So it's like, you know, Sam and Bill are really, you know, tired of busy Toronto, so they want to go to war-torn Kosovo for a night. It's really fantastic.
All right, I'm watching it.
Yeah. What do you watch then? You watch the Duck Dynasty?
No, you know what? I get like we just finished watching like True Detective.
Oh, right.
You know, we're in the age now, in the killing and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff.
You know, family-friendly entertainment. When you're not watching the Bible Challenge, let's watch somebody get killed. So.
Well, it takes it the other way. Yeah. You know, you got your wholesome, and then you got your. Yeah. True Detective's pretty rough.
Yeah, it was, but it was Matthew McConaughey was amazing.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's a very. You can do his voice, can't you, Jeff?
All right, all right.
Yeah. Very good.
Now, can he do me?
Yeah, I think he can actually. Can you do Jeff?
Sure. Let's see. If you're plugged into a wall and work for a late-night douche, you might be a robot skeleton.
We'll be right back with Jeff Foxworthy, everybody. Of other people, I think that's the way to do it. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Jeff Foxworthy. We're out of time, Jeff.
Oh,
no.
Wow, that went fast.
No. You in therapy? Come on, man.
Okay.
Were you ever slapped around by grade school teachers when you were young?
No, I don't think so. I don't.
Come on, I think that's called denial.
What? You know, but like we grew up in the age where it was okay to like
beat up kids.
Well, it's like seriously, like my oldest daughter, when she was 5, she gets a computer. You know, she can do the whole thing. We got like the wooden paddle with a rubber band and the red ball.
Yeah.
And then you would hit it about 4 times. The rubber band would snap. The ball would go across the room, break something, and you get a spanking with a paddle. So I'm like,
kind of turning me on a little bit now. Yeah. Did you ever get the clackers? You go like that, and
and then they would splinter and go in your eye.
You go like they had to try.
Some of the stuff they let it. You remember, like the wood burning kit was like it was.
I think that might have been a Southern thing. Was that a Southern thing?
Does anybody remember that the and it would get
Really?
It was a sharp metal stick that would heat up to like 5,000 degrees, and then you would burn a picture into a piece of wood, and the cord on it was like that long, so you would always be next to the drapes while you were playing with it.
Whoa!
Now, did you have lawn darts?
Lawn darts, yeah. I still have scars.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Because and on the front of the box, you had a plastic circle in front of you, and you were supposed to throw the darts into the plastic circle in front of your friends with a dart, a 12-pound dart.
But I had regular darts. I had an older brother, and he told me, because I didn't know any better, he said, this is how you play darts. You hold the dartboard, and I throw the darts. That's true, and I still have dart marks on my body.
we would throw the lawn darts up in the air, you know, and I would always say, if you catch one of those with your head, you're getting coloring books for Christmas the rest of your life, you know. I mean, it's done.
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad. But now it's like I can't do it anymore. My kids are still young, and they go, you know, you can't spank them. You got to be nice to them and
I know
and deal with their feelings and stuff.
It's a now. Did you have, like, my parents were too lazy. We had the swing set.
Yeah.
My parents were too lazy to actually dig a hole and go buy a bag of concrete. So our swing set, anytime you swung, the legs of it would be like womp, womp.
Yeah. I had those. Yeah, good times. I'm amazed we survived, to be honest. I think, though, that all comedians have some kind of adversity in childhood. All good comedians.
Do you? You think it's a little bit of the...
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a...
Well, yeah, and probably, I mean, because my folks got divorced when I was young, and I could make my dad laugh, and so that was it, you know.
Yeah,
you didn't really...
that's what it is.
That's what it is?
So you're cured. That's I pointed out.
Jeff, I've never felt better.
Yeah, no, you're fine, man.
Yeah, you're fine. That'll be $500.
So what was your adversity? Because
I grew up in Scotland in the 1970s, man. What do you want? What wasn't my adversity? Pick something. Dentistry, sniffing glue, abusive teachers.
Well, that was another thing as a kid, because, like, now my mom, if she sees me drink a beer, my mom just has a fit. And, like, when I was a child, she bought me model airplane glue, like, by the bags full. And you're in your room trying to build models. I'm higher than AC/DC.
Yeah.
You know? And then you'd get it put together, and my dad would literally give us firecrackers to blow the models up.
Yeah. That's a good dad.
Well,
that is a good dad.
And you knew they were safe because you had to drive across the state line to buy them from a man that had 3 fingers, you know, so...
Can I tell you, though, the moment I absolutely decided to become an American citizen, I was on the I-40, and I was driving through the South, I think coming out of Tennessee, I think, right? I'm driving along, and I see a store, a drive-through store, where I drove in, and you could buy fireworks, whiskey, a handgun, and a shirt. And I thought, I want to be part of this, man! I want to be part of this!
Without getting out of the car!
Without getting out of the car! Anyway, we're out of time. Good luck with the Bible Challenge, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a top-rated show on game show networks.
That's good.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, you're like the Breaking Bad of the game show network.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff Foxworthy, everybody.